Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. Student, today there will be a revision of all the question answer, including back exercise, short answer type question, and long answer type question. So I'm going to revise the whole lesson. Question answer. Okay. So be attentive. Open your book. Okay, in. Okay, student, let's start. Deficiency of vitamin B causes beriberi. Option C is the correct answer. Vitamin C is present in iodized food, citrus fruit, fish, or brinjal. So option B is the correct answer. Citrus fruit. Vitamin C is present in citrus fruit. It is not present in iodized, not present in fish, not present in brinjal. It is present in citrus fruit. Option B is the correct answer. Sunlight help in the formation of vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin C, vitamin D. So option D is the correct answer, vitamin D. Sunlight help in the formation of vitamin D. To prevent anemia, the diet should be rich in. To prevent anemia, diet should be rich in option A, iron. Iron, option A is the correct answer, iron. So the diet should be rich in iron to prevent anemia. The diet should be rich in iron to prevent anemia. Question 5. Which of the following is a communicable disease? Which of the following is a communicable disease? Scurvy, malaria, obesity, or goiter? So option B is the correct answer, malaria. Which of the following is a communicable disease? Malaria. Next part is fill in the blank. Goiter is caused by deficiency of iodine. Goiter is caused by deficiency of iodine. This is a way of acquiring immunity against disease. So the right answer is vaccination. Vaccination is a way of acquiring immunity against certain disease. Deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. Scurvy. If there is a deficiency of vitamin C, then which disease will be caused? Scurvy. So the cause of scurvy is the deficiency of vitamin C. Dengue is caused by bite of dash. The answer is mosquitoes. Dengue is caused by the bite of mosquitoes. Dash can grow only inside the body of living organism. Viruses. So viruses can grow only inside the body of living organism. So student, always remember, viruses cannot survive outside the body of living organism. They can grow only inside the body of living organism. Next part, true or false? Night blindness is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. It is a false statement. night blindness is caused by deficiency of vitamin A. It is not caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. So it is a false statement. Germs can be seen with naked eyes. Also, it is a false statement. Again, it is a false statement. Germs are tiny microorganisms. They cannot be seen with naked eyes. They can only be seen with powerful microscope. So without microscope, we cannot see germs. It is a false statement. Malnutrition is a non-communicable disease. Yes, it is a true statement. Malnutrition is a non-communicable disease. Lack of vitamin and minerals in our body can cause disease. Yes, it is also a true statement. Lack of vitamin and minerals in our body can cause disease. True. Let's start short answer type questions. Question number 1. Name 2 food item rich in iodine. The answer is iodized salt and seafood are rich in iodine. They are the rich source of iodine. Iodized salt, the common salt which we are using at our home, means most of the people are using like Tata salt. So what is this Tata salt? Tata is the name of the company, but the salt is iodized salt. This salt is having iodine. That is why it is known as iodized salt. Seafood. All the seafood like fish, crabs, these are rich source of iodine. They are containing iodine. So you can write any two name, iodized salt and seafood. Define vectors. What are vectors? Animal that spread germs from a sick person to a healthy person are known as vectors. So what are vectors? Animal that spread germs from a sick person to a healthy person known as vectors. Vectors. Vector are animal. Those animal which can spread germs from sick person to healthy person are known as vectors. What is a disease? What are the two type of disease? So student, you have to define disease and you have to write the name of two type of disease. So what is disease? Disease is an abnormal condition of one or more body part that does not allow the body to function properly. If one or more body part of our body is not working properly, not functioning properly, that abnormal condition is known as a disease. If all the body parts are working properly, that is a normal condition. If one or more part are not properly working, not functioning properly, that abnormal condition is known as disease. Then what are the two type of disease? Two type of disease are non-communicable disease and communicable disease. What are the non-communicable disease? Those disease which cannot spread from one person to another person are known as non-communicable disease, and those disease which can spread from one person to another person are known as communicable disease. But you have to write only name of two type of disease. No need to give any explanation. Just write the name, non-communicable and communicable. So disease is the abnormal condition of one or more body part, and two type of disease are non-communicable disease and communicable disease. Question number 4. What is malnutrition? What is malnutrition? Malnutrition refer to both undernutrition and overnutrition. Undernutrition and overnutrition, both conditions are known as malnutrition. Malnutrition. Malnutrition means we are not taking nutrients in proper amount. So what are those two conditions? First is undernutrition. If a person is not taking proper nutrients, means he or she is taking less nutrients. If the required amount of nutrients is say 50 grams and he or she is taking 10 or 20 gram nutrients, that is the undernutrition condition. They are taking nutrition in less amount, nutrient in less amount. The condition is undernutrition. And the second condition is overnutrition. If the requirement for our body is say 100 grams, 100 gram nutrient are required and we are taking 500 gram or 600 gram, that is the condition of overnutrition. Overnutrition, we are taking excess of nutrients. So both the condition, whether it is undernutrition or it is a overnutrition, both refers to malnutrition. Okay, now the question number 5, what is the main symptoms of goiter? Swelling of thyroid gland is the symptoms of goiter. So where is the thyroid gland located in our body? It is located in the neck region. So student, when there is a deficiency of iodine in our body, so our neck region may be swallow. There will be a swelling in our neck region. That is the thyroid gland. So the swelling of thyroid gland is the symptom of goiter. And what is the cause of goiter? Deficiency of iodine. Okay, student. So these are short answer type question. So let's move to the long answer type question. So student, first long answer type question is, what causes rickets? Write down symptoms and prevention. So student, this question is divided into 3 parts: causes, symptoms, and preventions of rickets. So what are the causes of rickets? Ricket is caused by deficiency of vitamin D. If there is a deficiency of vitamin D, if there is a shortage of vitamin D in our body, then the disease is known as rickets. So the disease caused by deficiency of vitamin D is rickets. Symptoms of rickets include softening of bones, which become weak. So the softening of bone, weakening of bone is the symptoms of rickets. The bones becomes soft. That symptoms are known as rickets. These are the symptoms of rickets. This disease can be prevented by taking food rich in vitamin D. By taking food rich in vitamin D, this disease can be cured. So what are the food item which we can take, which are the main source of vitamin D? So we can take milk, cheese, fish, egg. Sunlight is also a natural source of vitamin D. If we are spending a proper time in sunlight, our body will prepare vitamin D. So the natural source of vitamin D is sunlight. Okay, student. Now the next question number 2. Name 2 conditions that cause obesity. Excessive intake of fatty food and lack of exercise are 2 main cause of obesity. So obesity is caused due to excessive intake of fatty food. If we are eating a food which is having excess fat, and the second point is lack of exercise. If the person is not doing proper exercise, these are the 2 causes of obesity. Question number 3. How can disease spread through insect bite? Some insect carry germs from a sick person to another healthy person. For example, dengue, malaria, and sleeping sickness are the disease that are spread by insect bite. So some insect carry germs. When they bite the sick person, they can carry that germs and inject that germs into the healthy person, and the healthy person may get sick. In this way, insect bite spread disease. And what are the diseases that are spread by insect bite? Dengue, malaria, and sleeping sickness are the diseases that are spread by insect bites. Question number 4. What are the 4 ways of controlling communicable disease? How can you control communicable disease? Communicable disease. So the first method of controlling communicable disease is kitchen, toilets, and bathrooms should be cleaned regularly. Should be cleaned regularly. Second method, nets should be fixed on windows and doors of the houses to prevent mosquito bites. So there should be net fixed on windows and door of our house. Third method, houses should be airy and open to sunlight. There must be a proper ventilation to the sunlight and air. Fourth method, children suffering from infectious disease should not be allowed to go to school until they recover fully. If any children, any child is suffering from any infectious disease like cough and cold, fever, typhoid, or conjunctivitis, reddening of eyes, these are some of the communicable disease, infectious disease. So when he or she fully recovered, then he or she allowed to go to school, not before that. So these are some of the ways by which we can control communicable disease. The question number 5, what are the various method for purification of water? How can you purify water? The first method by using filter, like we are using RO at our home. RO is a type of filter which can purify the water. The second method, large quantity of water can be purified by chlorination. Chlorine is a chemical. That chemical we can add into the water, and the chlorine will kill the bacteria and germs present into the water. In this way, we can purify the water. So water can be purified by using filter, and the large quantity of water can be purified by chlorination. So student, this is the explanation of whole chapter. If still you are having any doubt, you may ask your question one by one. Akash sir, allow the student so that they can ask their queries.